Honestly, I think we should go for it. Why not, just an hour,
Honestly, I have no preference for it. I see that it gets earlier and people are getting knocked down, whatever the case might be. But I appreciate it getting earlier in the morning. Getting brighter earlier in the morning. That's all I can say.
100%, man. We got to get rid of that as soon as possible. So I need more sleep at night.
No more falling back, no more springing forward.
So Ontario should do the same thing?
Ontario should do the same thing, yeah. Make daylight saving time obsolete.
No, I think it's a really bad thing because we need it because, in the wintertime it's really, really dark outside and I'd rather go home at say 7, but really it's 8 o'clock at night and I think we really need it.
Debate continues and we are all sleep obsessed. Most Canadians will likely welcome an extra hour of sleep this Sunday as clocks fall back with the end of daylight saving time.
But it's also just a pain to adapt that time shift in the middle of a chilly autumn. So our sleep expert, Alana McGinn, joins us now with some expert advice on how to make the transition easier on your whole family. Alana, thanks very much for joining us. And we should say we were asking people, should we get rid of daylight saving time or stay on standard time or daylight saving time? We're going into standard time is what we're doing. Should we get rid of it? Would you like to see, first of all, would you like to see that? Would you like to get rid of it?
I actually have a problem with it. I know a lot of people, believe me, I get the heated messages like I invented it. I did not. But, I don't mind it. Listen, it takes about a week for all of us to adjust. So that first week, especially the spring one, because we lose the hour, but I'm okay with it.
Okay, so 25% of Canadians, the estimation report, being dissatisfied with their sleep. That's a lot. And 1 in 2 adults have trouble either falling asleep or staying asleep. So it's an epidemic of sorts.
It is, and that's the issue, is that we are that sleep-deprived society. So when we go through these time changes, then it's a shift to our biological clocks, and if we're already not sleeping well, that's when we can get hit the hardest.
How can we get ready for it? And imagine kids are the ones that pay the price, at least to start, and then the parents get the fallout from it.
Yeah, with our kids, kids up to teens, even adults, try and shift your schedule before the time change. So I know now it's Friday, but even tomorrow, maybe wake up 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later, get your kids 15 to 30 minutes to bed later so that you're already kind of shifting them to that new time. So we're resyncing their clock, so maybe it won't be as big a transition.
And we joke, but we're not joking. Add to the mix all that Halloween candy. We know that sugars can be a stimulant.
That's right. So we've got what do they have, the Halloween witch that takes the candy away? This week it might be a good time to introduce that.
It's a good way to start, right?
Yeah,
just
for sure.
A handful at a time.
Yeah.
Or make sure they're not eating it 3 hours to bedtime.
Really 4 hours before bedtime, we should be stopping all eating, really. So you don't want your body busy digesting while it should be busy working on restorative sleep.
Really?
So that's for adults as well. Yeah.
Because I eat the pumpkin seeds every night before I go to bed because I feel like it helps me.
But that's good eating, though.
That's good eating. There are some good, healthy bedtime snacks that you can have. Pumpkin seeds work in, calcium, think dairy, fiber, things like that can kind of up that magnesium with the pumpkin seeds, and that's going to help. That's a great supplement for sleep health, for sure.
And one of the big things you stress, getting rid of your phones, and it's so hard to do because they become our alarm clocks.
Right.
They're our lifeline right there, and you don't want them anywhere near the bedroom.
Well, this is the time to kind of take stock of what's in your room. So give your night table that audit, clear out that tech for our teens, for our tweens, for us as adults, get rid of your iPads, all of that stuff. Also look around your bedroom and see, okay, what perhaps may need an upgrade? Do we need to upgrade our mattresses? Every 5 to 7 years, you should be giving that an audit. Do we need new pillows? Do we need new blankets? There's a lot of great resources out there, too. Your family doctor, if you're having ongoing sleep issues, or even if your child is, that's a great conversation to have with them, see what tips they can get. And then there's a lot of resources that are out. A lot of companies doing more and more focus on sleep health. Companies like wellwise.ca. It's a great site. It's a great store. You can go in. They have expert advice. They have lots of sleep products that you can then incorporate into making that great sleep environment for yourself.
And maybe you need that thicker comforter now as the weather gets colder. We want to feel like we're hibernating a little bit better.
Blankets are a really popular item. Calms you down, brings down that anxiety, helps you fall asleep a lot better. So there's different products you can incorporate.
And you get an exercise trying to get out of it, too.
Yeah.
I tried one of those. I'm like, this really weighs a lot. They're like 20 kilograms.
Well, yeah, anywhere for adults, it's anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds. But I don't know that that's a net. That's really to calculate your exercise for the day, Roger.
Thank you so much for all these tips.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Everyone's sleep obsessed, and the more sleep you get, the better you feel, right? If you get quality sleep.
Exactly.
Great tips. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.